Today we journey to a place that feels like a dream, shaped by lava and breeze. The Canary Islands, a Spanish archipelago off the coast of Africa, where stories hide in the mountains, the sky, and the warmth of the people. Beyond the beaches and eternal spring, the islands hold something deeper, a soul woven from legends, landscapes, and everyday magic. Let's begin. In the Canaries, even language has its own rhythm. The voz, they'll call it la guagua. If you take a tumble, someone might say, te esnucaste. You got whiplashed. These words may sound playful, but they hold a history. Some are from the Old Spanish, some from Portuguese, and others from the language of the Guanche, the island original people. Perhaps the most magical way to speak here is with a whistle. On the island of La Gomera, people once had to communicate across the deep valleys and rough cliffs. So they developed a fully whistle language called Silco Gomero. It's not a code, it's real communication. Whole conversations made of tones that fly with the wind. This language is now recognized by UNESCO as a cultural heritage. Before Spanish colonization in the 15th century, the Canaries were home to the Guanche people, a civilization deeply connected to nature and the stars. They lived in caves built with volcanic stone and followed the sky's movement like a map of time. They listened the earth, the stars, and to each other. Although much of their culture was lost, their presence lingers in local legends, traditional names, and a way of life that still honors the land. And then there is the people of today, kind, humorous, welcoming in the quietest ways. And the Canaries' hospitality isn't loud. It's a smile, a plate of food, a soft word that makes you feel at home. There is a story whispered by the wind, a legend born in a cave high on the cliff in Gran Canaria. They say a woman named Laurinaga lived there. She was born where the lava meets the ocean, on a moonless night, beneath a sky tinged with red. Some call her a witch, others a healer. She lived alone, wrapped in silence and mist, speaking more with nature than with words. And then, one day, she vanished. If you walk near the cave at sunset, you might hear soft singing in the wind. No one is there, but something lingers. They say Larinaga never left, that when the Kalima arrives, a dry, reddish haze blown in from the Sahara is her voice returning. The Kalima isn't just dust, it's changed the light, softens the world, and fills the air with strange stillness. It turns the sky golden and makes even sound feel slower. That's when they say Laurinaga comes back, not to speak, but to remind us. Some things remain, even when unseen. Some voices never fade. The Canary Islands are made up of eight main islands: Tenerife, Gran Canaria, Lanzarote, Fuerteventura, La Palma, La Gomera, El Hierro, y La Graciosa. Islands are cultural crossroads, influenced by African rhythms, European costumes, and Latin American warmth. In recent decades, the Canaries have become one of the top tourist spots in Europe. Sun, sea, volcanoes. What more could you ask for? But too much love can hurt. And today, mass tourism is changing the island. Rising housing prices, overuse of resources, pollution. Quiet places are getting crowded. Traditional towns sometimes feel more like set for visitors rather than homes for locals. The beaches lost their natural charm. The whistle, once a call across mountains, is now barely heard. Locals are starting to speak up, not against tourism itself, but in defense of balance, of identity, of a home that still belongs to those who live there. The Canary Island is more than a postcard. There is a living, breathing place with a soul as deep as the ocean. There are wind carved stories, volcano born silences, and a warmth that doesn't ask for anything, just that you see it, really see it. To love a place is not to consume it. To love is to listen, to walk gently, to leave footprints that fade. so the voices of those who came before can still be heard. Every place has a heart, and for it to keep beating, we must learn to feel with more than just our eyes. Thank you for joining me in this journey through Canary Islands. Next time, we travel to Patagonia, a land of wind, mountains, and myths at the end of the world, where nature and ancient tales walk side by side.